The gate up there is locked at the moment. There's no going through it. Not like anyone wants to go through anyway. The realm it leads to is dangerous. Did else people move here? That says that people used to have to carry a lot of stuff, heavy dangerous stuff. I don't believe that. I can't imagine that kind of stuff ever happening here.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Where Aura's gate is sealed. Not as much to see before you reach the next round over anyway. This little pond. The Rain Armored Swords got to uphold Aura's city. The guards can't hold a candle to us. Why those other insurgents? Oh, it's this guy again.
What's wrong?
Wait, you're that booty we ran into before, aren't you?
Yes.
Log it, man. So much to just pick. Hey, guy, you never learn anything, do you? What's the wretched bugs are you trying to stuff it down my throat? I don't know. I think they're pretty good.
How?
As I shared your unfounded courage, my boy. That's beside the point. I'm here to visit important business. Your careful investigation of someone sneaking around. I've acquired a top-secret recipe from none other than the palace itself. I'm trying ingredients.
Huh?
What do you thought about sneaking around? Before I ask that, tell me, do you enjoy meat? Yes, I do. Who doesn't? Beef stew.
Hey.
You see the recipe is what you're saying? Well, if I did, who cares? Then what do you want to say? Do you got the idea or not? Pretty sure this guy's breaking the law. I uncovered a recipe from the palace. I don't think that's quite makes a criminal. Besides, I think they took it by alert those snake eyes and saw in Symphonia and put to use the name of fine cuisine. Am I really hearing this? I want to use meat and potatoes, as well as mushrooms and tomatoes. Meat, potatoes, mushrooms, tomatoes. You get those for me, won't you?
Right. Nice work.
You follow everything here and cook me a beef stew right away. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, Law. It says here I have to let it simmer for 5 hours.
No way.
5 hours? The beef would just taste perfectly fine if we just grill it really quick.
I don't
That's how you're gonna act, boy, then you can fear about having any. I think beef should take that long. Once it's done, look at the people dish. I suppose this is fine too. Now let's see how it tastes.
What?
Absolutely exquisite.
I guess.
That's really tells things about how it actually tastes. I'll say, I feel like its reaction is even more direct than last time. Let me try some Law.
Whoa!
This meat is so tender, I feel like I'm gonna melt right in my mouth. The sauce so rich and pepper the taste of the meat and veggies. It gets the whole and unbelievable deep flavor. These veggies too, they're so meaty and tasty, just the way they are. They make for a really nice, complimentary side
Oh,
dish.
this is bad.
Whoever kept this meal really thought every dish through. I can see what a palace would serve it. You know, you can take a page out of Law's book because it actually explains how something tastes. You couldn't understand anything. My boy does slap his jaws. Listen, you uncultured oaf. Play something you express your whole body, not your very soul. To your very soul. Were you watching that? Since I moved, 35 of my being? Open your eyes wide and burn this next sight in your brain. Ready? Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, I get it. I was wrong. I need to get word about it.
Yes.
Outside my palate and stomach are complete and already satisfied. I cannot leave this realm with no regrets. I cannot leave in search of eating great cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Okay. Well, that's messed up.
Man, that was amazing! No wonder the old man was so gung-ho about it.
See? What did I tell you?
Shion, you've got sauce on your face.
She loves eating, but then she gets freaked out when she gets messed up too. Gotta get those flowers that grow nice for Lord Dohalim. Dohalim? Oh. I need to emigrate here? You want to see? Apply with the Citizenry Affairs official over there. Don't worry, they'll get you all set up. I have the opportunity of guarding Lord Dohalim. Hi there, you want to right here? Just pass through, actually. Your traveler, don't me of those. His ears were out there. Most people are who try to flee and get tapped by Zoogles. This is both security and lodging so plenty. Take your time and enjoy this stay. She doesn't seem too happy. Actually, she is happy. Guess I'm worrying? Boss myself, if you believe it. Now as we dance get paid a fair wage for the work we do. Well, thanks to Lord Dohalim. Lay down.
I still can't believe I'm seeing Danins and Renins getting along.
You never know. It could all be an act on orders from the Renins.
To what end? It would be an incredible amount of effort just to fool us.
Let's check out more of the city. There's probably places we haven't seen yet.
I'll pass you the training grounds. And look on the train here, but only if you're not afraid of being injured. I mean, it could just be that the reason why I have it this way is because this makes it a lot easier to draw out astral energy. So here's the training grounds. It's just the arena.
So these are the training grounds. The atmosphere here feels different compared to the rest of Vicent.
It's just a nicer name for a place where people go to fight.
Okay, this time I'm gonna give it everything I have. I've been training for this day. I know I can do it. I hope so, but what are we gonna do if we get hurt in there?
So, it's still a good way for us to test our strength. Stop sweating the small stuff.
Well, the guards have been undergoing this training ever since we entered the guard. Taking ourselves to one goal, ultimate might. Not one until we get into any rotten Zoogles that dare cross me. Let's cut them down and toss them aside. Cut them down in. Man, the people who get picked to join the guard are something else, aren't they? He's been yelling stuff for a while now, but I haven't seen him actually step up to the reception this entire time. You know, it takes special kind of stupid to walk up to one of his armored soldiers, pull out your weapon, and try to fight with it. Come on, can you blame me? Weapons are so big and strong, I couldn't help myself. What are you, 5? Are you like this with everything you see? Think about what you're doing before you get you arrested. My fist feels like a ball of fire. I bet I can take the advanced trials no problem. Nah, don't get ahead of yourself. You're drunk again. Do you think you flunked the entrance exams of the guard? Raise your hand feels like that is because you punched the wall, dummy. I should stick to the dodge fights if you know what's good for you. Forgot a skip about quick dance, but you get used to them. This stays so briefly verdant. Time is nice, but it's important we take good care of this place. Lord only wants the state's theory to remain well preserved. He puts so much consideration of ensuring we lead pleasant lives. This is the Autonomy Palace, the manor of Dohalim, the Lord of Eldermanancia. Entry forbidden to all with his Lord entry forbidden to all but those of his Lordship express permission. Do you miss the palace? You do speak to Dan over there. We can't go in. Something wrong? Oh no, it's funny how I might approach the lady painting the trees over there. What? Don't approach me out of nowhere, you mere Danon. Look, are you a tree from another realm? You want us to keep allowing unrestricted entry? Has Lordship gone mad? If I want to be Lord Dolan's bride, it's always Lord Dolan with her.
Looks like Danons are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
The Earth Lord. I bet it's Gillenwood. It's outside our patrol area. It's near there, so stay away. Across here is the Razum Quarry. You're free to visit, but try to fall in the grinder. Getting grabbed to bits is no way to go.
So, do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something? I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Eldermanancia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Fight using rod. So either... Okay, that pretty much locks in for me. It's the other playable character, but it doesn't necessarily have to be him. It could be that the other playable character is Lord Dohalim's son. That specifically, like, it could be like it's his son and his son when he joins you. But yeah, that would mean that there are...
Stay sharp. We're going in.
The next two heroes are Renans. Hey, isn't a good spot to lie down. You might get hurt. Are you okay? Oh, sorry, I just felt a little off of a sudden needs to rest. Maybe I was getting a little stale in here. Might hurt to go outside and breathe some fresh air for a while.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Even the quarry isn't that bad. I keep a close eye on the worker's health and injuries that occur. You have to be in order. You have to in order to be keeping as safe as possible. Is that the grinder? Heck yeah, but you know what they say. Hard work is the reward. It's gotta find the motivation to work in the first place. Show my guns. I've been building up working with my pickaxe. Impressive, huh? They sure are. I got a feeling you're gonna do well in the training grounds. Don't get too cocky. Your points aren't just gonna sit still and let you chip out at them like the rocks you're used to.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Phew, nothing like knocking back a stiff drink after a long, sweaty day of backbreaking work, am I right? Okay.
Halt!
It's her!
I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldemenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does.
She is a
Is that
Danon!
problem?
The guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldemenencia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a run-in for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dana at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danons who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, It can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
I just don't get it. The Danans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
Sorry. It's the same basic thing here in the other rounds, but what basically happened was, instead of being overly oppressive to them, they kind of pulled back a little bit and really appeased the situation. But they probably have something else going on in the background that's, you know, because there's this medical facility that's got something going on too.
Hey!
You again, every part ways, another person came from the citizen came in. While doing his great business, respond to it. I must ask for you to wait until you finish business. Once preparations are complete, I'll lead the way. Well, now you get to meet Lord Dohalim.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Sell down.
Your guest, my lord.
That is Lord Dohalim.
Thank you, Kisara.
It is him.
You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia, or Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword... I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's interesting. So that means one of the Dan Lords is a playable character.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the Lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But, maybe not.
Loose cannon! Lunar corruption.
It pains me to see that Renin cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
Okay.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people. The fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Danans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renin-Danan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renins and the Danans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
What the heck is this?
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Danans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim?
I agree.
Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
Interesting.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Well, it's not gonna kill this board. We know that's not gonna happen, but the question is, there's gotta be something else that happened here, though. We know that.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got?
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed? They could strike at any moment.
If they were going to attack us, they would have done it already.
So you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.